Hello and welcome back to yet another exciting series based from the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection. A whole bucket full of games like Echo the Dolphin.
Echo 1's on here.
And Selected Device. In this particular playthrough, we're visiting Columns from 1990. A game that I actually played growing up around the same time I was playing Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3.
Comic Zone is here too.
Yeah, I actually tried. Well, I wanted to try doing that, but let's not talk about that in front of the kids, especially the kids that shouldn't be watching our channel. Columns.
Behold, the 1990 Sega Genesis version of Columns.
And
Please note that you can find Columns HD on just about every single gaming website on the planet.
I laugh.
This is not the optimal way to play Columns anymore.
I'm glad that Gerdat knows about Columns HD. I honestly will have to check that out. It might even be on my PS4 modern internet-enabled download and pay for stuff device. Now, we're going to just take a look at the menu, just be sure if there's anything this game is about to fuck me on. Okay, so there's two different title screen graphics. You got either the gladiators or the angels, I guess. There is no plot in Columns. It's a beautiful thing, really. You drop the columns, you make the combos, you stay alive as long as possible. Good luck.
So, are we tetrads or are we triples?
Hints will be given until level 3.
We are triples, okay.
Triples. I like that Columns gives you only one sort button, because honestly, that's how I play puzzle games, as I only ever press one button to sort.
But your combos start at match 3 instead of 4.
Match 3, yes. So well, it makes getting those combos definitely a lot easier, and of course, combos of 4 or greater also will count and will cause gems to disappear. And those hints are indicated by the flashing white squares you see. The game is literally telling us how to complete the combo. We are at war with garbage in this game, Mr. Gerdat. Every block that you drop can only be removed by completing a combo, which means that every block that you drop that does not finish a combo is garbage and has to be dealt with at some point. If you accumulate too much garbage, you lose.
Okay. I like that we have diagonal matches. That's something that always screws me up in Puzzle League, the fact that we usually don't get diagonal matches.
Oh, dude.
However, our match 3 rules are specifically linear. Ooh.
No, linear, yes. It has to be a line. And again, you can do diagonals, horizontal, or vertical formations. And you can do combinations as long as they're all adjacent to each other and they all make a certain shape. You are going to be using diagonal matches quite a bit in this game, I must say. It honestly was one of those lessons that got me through to a point where eventually it was just a matter of keeping up with the game and its diabolical late-game reasoning.
So, do you score additional points by going for match 4s over match 3s?
Yes. You get points per gem. You also get points if you use the game's drop feature. You can press and hold a button that will just drop it for you, and you will get little point bonus along the way for every inch that you drop.
Okay.
So if you're more...
You closed off your purples there, Mr. Cloud.
Yeah, that's opportunity costs, Mr. Gerdat. We're puzzle games. We've made it back. It's been a little while since we've played a puzzle game. Pokemon Puzzle League was a hoot. Pokemon Puzzle League also...
I do enjoy Pokemon Puzzle League.
That game also made you... It forced choices on you, because sometimes some matches were preferable than others. You could... bonus...
Okay, so we do have the Color Exterminator.
We have the Exterminator. The Geminator. The Collimator. Okay, so we open up the red in the bottom pocket. So you start to see how you could set up a lot of moves ahead of time, especially if you understand how often you are going to be relying on diagonal matches in order to complete your sets.
So how familiar are you with columns, Mr. Cloud?
I became quite familiar with this game after my little playthrough, because there was a lot of footage that I did not use for the purpose of this series. I put a total of in my lifetime, I've probably put like somewhere between 12 and 15 hours in this game. Most of it just in the period when I was recording it, because it gets addicting.
Has it finally stopped giving us hints?
Oh yeah, we're at level 3, so the game is no longer going to tell us how to complete the sets. We have to use our brains. Also got to keep your wits about you, because now the speed is starting to pick up.
Mm-hmm. I do like that small grace period that you get before the blocks solidify. That is nice.
Just a little grace. Yeah, grace is, well, I mean, saying grace, having grace be before God. Yeah, you're gonna start questioning your religious affiliations when the game cues you with the music that you're a little close to the ceiling. And we just lost the game.
But we got 6,000 points.
It's not bad. Not bad. Because on the preset scoreboard...
Do we ever score 20K?
We score pretty big. If y'all stick around to see the end of the playthrough, you'll see our best runs. The very best of the best by points and by difficulty.
So, are there additional games that we can unlock in the Sonic and the Genesis collection by beating the high score on columns?
Well, there are little unlocks for doing early game achievements. I think each game is supposed to have at least like 2 or 3. In this game, you get a trophy, you get an achievement, and you get an in-game unlock with some exclusive content like creator interviews, and for the really hardcore Sega Genesis aficionados who just want the source content, basically. Right, and I guess you could consider this a kind of, I'm trying to think of like a marathon mode. It's not arcade mode, so you no longer have access to the Geminator, but you can make these as difficult or as not difficult as you see fit.
You could have had a match 4 there, Mr. Cloud.
So I believe for the purpose of this, I think I show a little ways into this, and then I cut to getting a ridiculous high score, because this, well, in this game, the difficulty changes how many different colored gems there are. The higher difficulties have more colors, and the lower difficulties have fewer colors.
Pokemon Puzzle League did that too, for the record. On the higher difficulties of Marathon mode, you would get the blue star, the blue stars instead of alongside all the other badges.
Yep. And also that on the lower difficulty, the game can get pretty lengthy, because
matter of fact, I think the only badge you never get access to in Puzzle League is actually the Pewter City badge.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Well, I mean, they almost had it with the steel girders.
No, you don't get the Thunder badge either, do you?
No, there's a Thunder badge. There's definitely a yellow Thunder badge in there. There's a Soul badge. There's a Marsh badge. There's an Earth badge. Volcano badge.
Cascade.
No, there's a Cascade. Yep, the Cascade badge is there too. But you know what else is not there is the Rainbow badge. The Rainbow badge also is missing.
Yeah.
So I like this mode. I like that it lets you decide how you want to learn, especially if you're just picking up the game like I was dramatically during this recording. So you can minimize the difficulty, and kind of gives you a better look at what's happening, especially because there's no goddamn useless second track on the right. We got just one column where the gameplay action, instead of assuming that, hey, where's your buddy? Because, you could play this with a friend.
But that would require me to have friends that want to play puzzle games with me, and those don't exist anymore.
Yeah, because they got wise to us, Mr. Gerda. They got wise to our certain set of skills. I mean, and I should point out that of course, the music does eventually, wear on the ear a bit, especially if you've been playing an arcade mode quite a bit. There are alternate music tracks. I just haven't accessed them yet.
So much like Tetris on NES.
I think Tetris,
because that's what this game is trying to compete with Tetris on NES.
Well, this is a game designed specifically for people who are already familiar with the physical sorting of objects in a confined space. So how was your holiday?
My holiday was mostly all right. I mean, we didn't actually do anything significant for it, but
that can be a holiday in its own way too.
Yeah.
I had a staycation. Some people have daycations. Other people have awaycations. I had a staycation, and it was very relaxing. I did not do all that much. And you know what? I think that's exactly what a vacation should achieve. Nice! Big fucking drops.
Alright, so the question is, would Eddie Money be any good at columns?
No, Eddie Money would not be that good at columns. Because
you missed another 4.
Because it takes well, I'm glad you saw the move from Mr. Gurdat. It is little kids keen on the spot observations like that eventually will make you a master of the columns.
No, the big thing that Columns wants me to do is actually build build chains, and unfortunately, without the additional inputs from Puzzle League, I could not build chains easily. It's one of the big things that I struggle with, even in normal Tetris. I can't build chains that well.
Well, especially like, in a Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine type sense, is that you control how the bricks are arranged as they enter play, instead of having to sort them after they enter the board. Alright, that was a nice little 5 in a row right there. And, easy mode... Easy mode is going to make you feel like a motherfucking G, because the combos are really frequent, as I had come to realize, maybe about, well, I mean, in the actual reality of me recording this, it probably would happen about 35 minutes from now, which we are going to jump to in a bit.
Alright, so we're going to go for a 4.
7, that was a fucking combo bonanza.
Hey, see? You unlocked the Kazuhiro interview, apparently.
Easy as pie. Now, let's jump ahead about a half hour, where the speed is about 10 times greater, the level is already approaching 70, and we still haven't died yet. Behold the easy mode, a game where you can never lose.
Are you sure? Because with how fast these are going, I could definitely lose this.
Well, maybe for people who are more used to Puzzle League than like Tetris dropping and sorting and stuff. But see how easy these combos are to make. Like, the game is just doing the clearing for me sometimes. Like, I swear, I'm not trying. Stop winning. I promise. You're still winning. I'm trying to lose.
It doesn't look like you're trying to lose to me. You're definitely using the last second trigger the last second grace period to your advantage quite a bit.
Dude, the grace period, it's hardly that's your bread and butter. Is that time? That's your functioning time. That is your time. Let's not even split hairs. Like, that's your time. So, have a good gander at the preset in case you haven't figured it out yet. You could use that color window at the left hand near the top of the board in order to see what you're about to drop next. So just plan ahead of time. Make those big combos like 4s or greater, and that's when I decided to say fuck it. I'm fucking bored and I've been playing for almost an hour. Good day.
Wow, almost 200,000 points too.
2 million points, actually. And in the
All
next
right.
part, we are going to venture off to other areas in columns. Yes, there is more to columns than meets the eye. Stay tuned, everybody, and thanks for watching.
Be safe.
Remember, the angels will guard you.